In today's episode, we approach the famous 90-mile strait, Australia's longest stretch of bitumen without a bend.
Why do you pick so hard ones?
This is the game!
Oh, and sorry, just part of it too. So many rules about this.
In the last episode, we have started to cross the Nullarbor Plain, an Australian road that connects two states, South and Western Australia, and we have driven 461 kilometers out of a total of 1,201.
Today is the day we are crossing over to the WA border.
So excited.
Super excited for this part of the trip. We hopefully are eating all of our vegetables. We're good to cross.
And they won't take anything off us.
Yeah, no fines, nothing to do with like that.
Yeah.
We're crossing today. So we're just driving along the Nullarbor, and we saw this massive, I'm gonna pull it off real quick. That's some good karma right there. Good things are gonna happen to us.
I spy with my little eye, something is starting with R.
Road. Red.
No.
Red fire extinguisher. What starts with R? Why do you pick so hard ones?
This is the game!
Can I have a clue?
No. Not yet.
This is stupid. Red nail polish.
No.
Radio.
No.
Ooh, I thought that one was sure. This is stupid. I need a clue.
2 hours later.
Rubbish! Rubbish! It's rubbish! It's so stupid! It was almost lunchtime when we were about to cross the border into WA, so we decided to stop for lunch and eat the rest of our vegetables. We are just about to go through the quarantine section here from South Australia to WA, and then I think we'll cross the border, and along after that, they're going to check everything, make sure we don't have anything we shouldn't have in the van. Dani has gone to empty the pee bucket real quick, and then we're going to make our way through, and fingers crossed we're okay. All good?
Done.
Done? All clean?
Checkpoint, a quarantine inspector will come and inspect your car for fresh fruits, vegetables, honey, plants and other items. The purpose is to control the spreading of pests, diseases and weeds. So we just went through quarantine.
We did. They took our honey. We had a honey jar of honey.
And we thought that was going to happen.
Yeah, but then we completely forgot that we had sprouts that we forgot to eat. So they took our sprouts too. But everything else is good to go.
And
we're off. Let's
do it!
Cheers!
Woohoo! Woo! A very interesting fact about the Nullarbor crossing is that you get 3 time zones here. So you start in South Australia, as soon as you cross the border, you're 1 hour and 45 minutes behind, and then when you get to Kaikoura, it's another 45 minutes. So in total, we'll be 2.5 hours from South Australia to WA, which is crazy. We didn't know. We knew there was a time difference, but not that it would change 2 times by the time we got to Perth or Esperance.
Yeah, we were struggling to look at the GPS and tell us we'd arrive at a certain time, but it just wasn't lining up.
Yeah, it was
weird.
Google
search and we're good to go.
So we just made our way to Eucla, and Eucla is the first city in WA if you're coming from the South Australia border. There's a giant whale over here. We're just getting petrol here, and this is a good tip. Like if you're coming from South Australia to WA, check your Fuel Map Australia or Petrol Spy app, because at Bora Village diesel was $3.06 and here was $2.86. So we're getting petrol here, but just enough till we get to Norseman, because Norseman is 50 cents cheaper than here. We have just pulled up at a place that is on Wikicamps and it's called Baxter Rest Area. This is where we're staying tonight.
Looks pretty good.
There's toilets and a dump station, but the reviews are not great, so we're gonna stay away from it. We have our own. But this is us for tonight.
feels like we've got jet lag. It is 4:30 in the morning. I think Dani is still sleeping. No, she's up too. Super bright outside. It feels like it's about 8 o'clock. I think we've got, what, a 3-hour difference. So it is kind of what it is. We'll get used to it eventually. So I think we're just gonna make some coffee, hit the road. We still got 3 hours until we arrive at Norseman, which is pretty much the end of the Nullarbor crossing, which is the straightest road in the world. Apparently it's not the world, it's just Australia. Yeah. Still pretty cool though.
It's not the straightest road.
What is it?
It has the longest straight road.
Ah, yeah, and it's the longest straight road, not the longest road. Technicalities here, come on.
Part of it is. No.
Oh, and sorry, just part of it too. So many rules about this. The maple syrup we have,
Yeah.
is it the cinnamon one or normal maple?
Alright, so we've made it to the end of the Nullarbor, thank God!
I'm happy that's over.
That was a long drive. Like, I'm glad we've done it once in our lifetime. I wouldn't turn around and go back to do it again,
Never,
and I hope I
soon.
never have to do it again, to be honest.
Yeah.
But this is what we were saying, how we need to make a decision now. So this is where we finished Norseman, and that's where we are now. So if we go north, we go to Kalgoorlie, which is like a mining town.
Yep. Or we had across, was that Wave Rock, somewhere over here.
Yeah, here, Wave
there,
Rock.
Wave Rock. Or we head down this way to Esperance, which I think this is going to be our option.
Yeah.
We saw that tomorrow is going to be like 35 degrees, so I think we're going to go to the beach.
And we are beach lovers, so
Yeah.
that's what we enjoy.
I think that's going to be us.
So we have made the decision to come to Esperance and explore the most beautiful beaches in Australia. So now we can update our map. We were in the Eyre Peninsula. We got to Norseman, which is about here, and we are down in Esperance now. Make sure you watch our next vlog in Esperance.